Hi guys, Enda here from TrendSpotter. Good morning today. 2 wins on Roku, up $2,660. Let's dive right in. So basically, Roku this morning, I blended my charts today. I put Roku on the 2-minute and the 1-minute because looking over the last few days, I love the 2-minute because it doesn't give you as many entries as the 1-minute, which is great because you get a lot of false entries in the 1-minute. But the 2-minute then can be kind of too slow. So trying to balance both, and I was like looking at both. I had the 1-minute chart open when I went to 4 charts, and I was like, oh, the 1-minute, and like I just noticed a blending of both of them. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so 9:36 I went short in here. What happened was I saw this breakdown past the VWAP, and I saw it kind of coming down here, and I took a short in here a little early actually, because really the entry was over here, and it was actually the better entry. So I got in early on this one at 126.30 because I kind of panicked and I used just the 1-minute rather than both of them. So I got in here 126.30. What is that? One of my trend lines, maybe. 30. Let's make this full screen here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I took half off. I took 850 shares off at 70 cent, and then it came back up, and I stopped out at 126.07 in here, right? So that's fine, anyways. But that was early, and I'll show you what I mean by early. The real short on that, if I was following my blended rules, if you look at the 2-minute up here, it was in here, right, or here, okay? So 125.80 down to 124, so that would have been a full dollar in there. But so what I'm thinking is that if we use the 1-minute and when the 2-minute align, the 1-minute will always come first. It'll always be faster, right? But then you get these kind of things where it pulls back and you don't get the full move, whereas the 2-minute tends to kind of knock out that noise and give you a move where it just goes straight down. So even if I just went in short off the 2-minute, it would have been good. But anyways, so that's what I mean. So the next trade I took was at 9:45, which was here. And so I literally got in slightly early, but it was the same price. So I got in at 9:45 at 127 up here. And I got in, I sold half at 72 cent actually, which was up here. And I sold the other half at 9:48, which was over here at 128.51. So that was a big win. That was $1.50 on that one. So 127.03 just here. And that's the beauty about selling half. Let me pull this up here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull it up at the 2-minute because that's really what I'm trying to get at here. So really here. Yeah. And I sold at 128.51. Right down here. Okay. Now there was more left on it, okay, but that was $1.48, and that's the beauty about selling half at a certain price. I was doing 70 cent today because the 50 cents I was doing the last few days were kind of a bit steep, bit stingy. Is that you're not, the pressure is off when you sell a little bit. Okay, take a partial. Okay, now let's look at what happened with Roku, and I'll show you beyond in a second. So here was the move up, right? That was the move up, fine. Now look at the move down. So you can see on Roku, the short started on the 1-minute here, back up here on the 2, and then came down here and down here and down here. Now here was the short on the 2-minute, aligning with the 1-minute, and that was a straight easy 131.78 down to 130.55. That was a straight dollar on that. Okay. Now you see the long here. Don't take the long because the top is red. Okay, so you're using the 2-minute to keep you out of entries on the 1, but you can re-short if it's still red. So there's another short in here, and this was 131 down to 129.75. Okay, so $1.50 on that. And again, here we have green coming in. Okay, so the 1-minute you'd be taking along and you'd be stopped out and all that stuff, and it's still red by the time you get to your next short signal. So here's your short signal, straight down 129 down to 127.72, 129.87. So that's $2. Excellent. Now, you're past half 10. something's going to happen. And there's, look, you take a long here because you see, well, actually there's no long signal here either, so you don't really. And it goes short again, and you go short again. This alignment, this short signal comes in perfect, and another $1.50. So that's the beauty of aligning two time frames. Beyond did exactly the same thing. Let's have a look. I'll bring Beyond over here because it's not my broker's in the way. So Beyond and Beyond. Okay, let's look at Beyond. Yeah, around here, wasn't it? Let's have a look. So Beyond short here, and you could have went short 129 down to 128, maybe $1 if you were lucky. Okay, but long. So there's your long, there's your long. Look at that long there, 129.68, and you're in here 129.68 up to 131, nearly 132. 29.68. Yeah, that's $1.40, $1.32. Okay, now here's the 1 minute down the bottom. The 1 minute, it's telling you to get short here, but you don't because you wait and you wait, and there's your short. Now it's not like you can take them, but I'll show you. I already showed you in Roku why you shouldn't. Okay, because they're not always accurate. Now this system I built is extremely accurate. Okay, but they're not always accurate, and I just hate losing that much. So we have 130.91 down here to 129. So that's $1.40, let's say. And then you don't go long on this, and you see why, and it's not long here until you're up the end. Now, this is where after half 10 it starts getting ugly and you're taking your life into your own hands. So I'm not even going to bother with the rest of it after half 10 because I don't. So that's pretty much it, guys. Another green week. Chat room is up and running. We're still taking people in. There's a good few people signing up, which is great. We're supporting each other and helping each other through the trading. And I see from this week to last week, more people are green, and that's music to my ears. I want to help you become a better trader. You can use my indicator. We're running a limited trial offer at the moment where the indicator and the chat room are $99 a month for life. $99 a month instead of very soon we'll be doing $147 for the indicator and $147 for the chat room, so it'll be nearly $300 a month for both of them. But if you want to join a winning team, a successful team, and you want to trade professionally or you want to make some money, we're the chat room for you, the TrendSpotter chat room. Okay, guys, talk to you in the next one, and be safe out there. Bye bye.